Yo, what's happening, everybody? Welcome back. Hertz here with some more Titanfall gameplay. This time we're switching gears a little bit. Finally, we're gonna get some more. I'm gonna get some hardpoint domination up here for all of us to enjoy. Hopefully, this was a pretty solid round for the most part. It's not like it doesn't really keep track. It does keep track of all your minion kills and all that, but at the scoreboard at the end, you know, it can be tough to really discern what a good match is here. You just have to kind of, well, I think you'll all agree when this wraps. It was a pretty solid performance for me here, a pretty good round, and certainly worth getting up here on the channel, even though the numbers don't really look like it, you know, when it's all said and done. But anyway, you can see 3 objectives to try and take down. I'm doing battle for this B objective early on, and there is quite a presence. There are 2 pilots that I'm aware of in the area. Not sure where they both are. There's Take It or Grunt. There's one. I was aware of the guy that was cloaked. There's another one that I've lost somewhere. And unfortunately, I lose the guy that was cloaked as well. And I think this was him coming through the window right after me with his shotgun in hand. And I managed to scramble, put them both down, and things get a little bit sloppy here. A couple of videos ago, I really did talk about, you know, when the grace and the elegance that can be found in this game, and that a lot of the time there's a lot of wasted motion, a lot of wasted movement. And there's a lot of spray and pray while we in sloppy scrambles, just trying to survive. And that was certainly the case there. But I did leave my mark over there on that B objective, despite losing it, despite not being able to bring in, you know, the capture over there. I took out 3 pilots. It was amazing that there were so many of them over there. You know, there was at least 4. I dealt with 3 of them. Finally got put down by that 4th guy that I ran into. So, and then a little bit of bad luck as I move over here onto the A objective, trying to take that down, and a big swarm of activity over there as well. Get put down with some double jumping shotgun fire is what finally got me. A little bit of news for. Well, a little bit of a bonus in this round in particular. Somebody that, you know, it's always nice, and I'm looking forward to a time when I can get, you know, 3 or 4 of these guys in a game with me that I can get, you know, and have a good performance, one worthy of putting up here on the channel. But when I can get, like, a few on-live originals in here, we do have an on-live original in here with me. That's just what I call them, guys that I met on live back in the day that used to run Homefront, or one game in particular, or just used to spend a lot of time over there, you know. You know, guys, that's what I call an on-live original, and there is one in here with me. We don't see him on live probably at all anymore. He used to, you know, run the Homefront maps with some serious authority. You had to watch out for that guy, and you know, Crushed Puppy. For any of you may have seen his name popping up in that lower right-hand corner. He's in here with me right now. I'm sure it won't be the last time you see him in one of my videos. So everybody say what's up to the pup. I'm sure it's you know. Well, I'm sure some of you will know who I'm talking about when I say that name. Some of you may not, but I'm hoping that there's a good handful of you at least that support this channel from on live that remember the puppy. Come on now, Crush Puppy, his Homefront days, that guy, you had to watch out for him. You had to watch out for him. Anyway, here we go, and I think this is probably the first time on the channel we've seen me actually hack one of these heavy turrets. They are scattered across many of the maps, if not all of them. I don't think it's all of them. They're scattered across many of the maps, and you can see about the duration it takes to actually hack one of those suckers. It can be then hacked by an enemy teammate or by an enemy pilot, you know, and brought under their control. It will work in their favor. It can also be damaged. If they owned this, if they had control of that heavy turret at the moment, I could do some damage with it with some small arms fire, some heavy explosives with the Archer, you know, with the Archer rocket launcher that I'm carrying, or just with my Titan, or whatever the case may be, right? So you can put them down that way. You can also repair those heavy turrets very similar to the way that you would you know, that you would hack it, right? So basically the same idea. Did you see what went down? That was unbelievable. I thought for sure I was going to pull in at that one Doom Titan before the second one got me, but those Auto Titans, I'll tell you, they are right on the money with those Vortex shields. You know, if you're locked, because it was an Auto Titan that I was trying to target lock, and if I'd hit him with that, I don't think it would have been an outright kill because he had full shields at the time. But I think, you know, 2 rockets and he was done. And amazingly, he gets the Vortex shield immediate. It was Auto Titan, just pure AI. Puts up the Vortex shield as soon as I'm getting ready to launch that. As soon as I triggered the full lock and was able to launch the rocket. Unbelievable. unbelievable. So I'm stuffed over there by that Auto Titan. And those Auto Titans, they can be real tricky when you're a pilot. You have to tread carefully. It's not like you can depend on maybe the human eye not picking somebody up. You know, when an Auto Titan is out there and you wander into his, you know, his scope of vision, his vision cone, you got to watch out for that. You know, take evasive maneuvers and get around and flank his ass and then put him down. You know. Anyway, so where are we here? We're starting to walk away with this round. This map, this is Airbase. I don't think I ever mentioned it. It's Airbase. We're playing the Hardpoint Domination, and having a good time here. And like I said, I thought it shaped up to be a pretty good round. The action's been pretty good. I'm kind of having my way right now with these terminals or with these hard points. Not a lot of opposition coming my way. You can see it probably just an Auto Titan out patrolling, out wandering the grounds out there. And so long as I stay in here, he ain't gonna bother me at all. And look at this. On our way to complete domination. No, we're losing B, which is obviously where I'm going to be heading to next, you know. Just make a quick little check of that heavy turret to make sure that it wasn't in enemy hands. Didn't need some repairing. And I start working on, again, I think I actually get put down here. I don't actually think I get to complete my journey to B. There are Titans, about 3 of them out there roaming the grounds. Probably 4 of them if you at a 180 radius around me. A couple of Auto Titans out there, probably a couple of pilot control Titans. But again, it was an Auto Titan that put me down from great range. And that's where you have to watch out for those Auto Titans when you're just out there on foot as the pilot. You know, they're right on the money with their fire often. You know, and again, they're right on the money with that vortex shield if you have them target locked there. So you got to watch out for those Auto Titans at range. I'm finding that the hard way, you know, this round in particular. I also found something out, and I haven't drawn any attention to it yet, that you can actually do a wall hang. I had seen a couple of guys doing it, and I think I had mentioned in the video a couple of releases ago that I thought maybe if you strafe back and forth a little bit, you can kind of hold your ground up there. No, you can actually wall hang. You can lock yourself into place with some kind of little magnetic device. Just hold the wall just by holding in the right mouse button for me, and he'll automatically kind of lock into place for a specific. I don't know if he can hold it indefinitely. I don't think he actually can, but he can certainly hold it for a good long time, a good long while up there, you know. And here we go. I mean, it's all said and done. We're trying to get to 400 for you guys that are unaware. And we've basically walked away with it. A big battle going on here for B. We finally do kind of clear the last of them out of the area before a new wave. You can see them coming in about my 9 o'clock. There's a new wave of just minions, grunts or specters coming in. But Puppy, right on the mark there, really really aware. He headed down that way and dealt with that little crowd that was heading for the B terminal and cut them off at the pass, basically. And I make one big run. You can see I'm really hurting. I mean, if you're wondering what constitutes the armor for my Titan, well, that big fat bar right at the center of my screen, that's the actual life of the Titan. There's not much left. The thin bar above it is my shield. It will regenerate. My health will not, you know? So once that shield goes, I'm really exposed here, and the shield is gone. But I do manage to doom that Titan. There's the pilot. He's coming out, drops a goddamn arc grenade on me to basically, you know, force me out of there, you know, and doom my my Titan. And I'm forced to get out on the ground and do a little scrapping, and that's what you get, sir. Judo kick! A little judo chop, a karate kick, I don't know what you call it exactly. A little flash dance with a little flair, you know. I did like the hand across the face and everything. How you like me now, sucker? And then I put him down, and that was for dooming my Titan. And I'm doing a little bit of work here, and I actually don't think that, see, we've won it now, right? So they're on their way to evac. I don't actually think that these kills tally up in my my final kill count column, you know. But you can see I'm doing some damage, and in fact probably would have had that guy had it not been for who else but Crushed Puppy's Auto Titan splattering right in front of my eyes, you know, right before my face, right before my eyes with the 40mm cannon. And that his Auto Titan, between Crushed Puppy's Auto Titan and Crushed Puppy himself, he was doing some good work there coming down the final stretch, and we basically just shut them out there, you know. So a pretty solid round. I thought that was worth getting up here on the channel. I had a lot of fun. I was happy to see that I got one in here with the Puppy, and I'm sure there'll be more, and I'm sure you will hopefully see some more familiar faces. Dramaximus, come on, man, we got to get into a game together sometime if you're watching this video, and there's a few other guys I'd like to see pick up this game over on Origin, and hopefully they will well, maybe when the price lowers, maybe when it's more suited for them. But they were on Live Originals where I first met them, and hopefully we'll get a little more, well, see a little more, a few more familiar names in my videos in the weeks to come, right? Anyway, let's we'll take a quick look. I mean, it's not much to run down. You can't really gauge it by that. I mean, yeah, I worked on the assault side of things, chasing down the objectives. I had a pretty decent score there with 1135. On my defense, I really wasn't hanging around and trying to guard the objectives. I was on the move a lot of the time, so I pulled in a 425 there. The 9 and 4 really doesn't describe, I mean, it really doesn't look all that great, but I thought I had a much better performance than really what that looks like there on paper. But, so we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. So guys, thanks for stopping by, tuning in. Always appreciated when you're here, checking out these videos, you know. Hopefully you'll thumb it up, show some support, sub to the channel if you're new around here and you haven't already. I hope you're looking forward to whatever's coming next, especially the Titanfall, because that's kind of what I'm into right now. You're probably going to see that more than anything else, at least on the multiplayer side of things. Hopefully you're looking forward to the next one, but until then, remember why it hurts. Later.